Hello everyone and welcome to Deck Heroes in Depth. In today's episode we will go into the dungeon 811, which is the most popular dungeon where players ask for advice because it's not easy and it's probably the first dungeon that will give you a real challenge, even if you are paid to win or free to play or semi free to play player. So in this video we will discuss strategy to beat dungeon 811. So to show you, I am currently at dungeon 10-5 where I'm stuck there, and as you can see I am not a big spender, so I only bought 720 gems so far and the rest of them are just star. And today I managed to save up 1 month without using gem, and I went for the 5000 alchemy gem, so from 5000 6000 is nice. Anyway, since everyone has different cards, creatures, I'm not gonna give you a proper deck, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna teach you guys how to build a proper deck so you have a very good chance to beat dungeon 811. Now there are two very easy ways to win this dungeon, which I will also explain them in the later of this video. Now first of all we're gonna take a look at dungeon 811. Just some basics. You probably know or played it a few times and you couldn't win, and that's why you're here. The two most important things is his talents are really annoying. Yeah, pretty much his talents are annoying. Neander Aura 10, Phalanx 10, Sharp Armor 10. So the first, there are three reasons why you can't beat this dungeon, because I want to talk about them because I think it's very important for you to know. The first reason is your deck isn't strong enough, obvious. The second reason is you have a bad deck setup, and the third reason is bad luck. Luck is also an important factor of this game, so it's usually one or a combination of the three reasons that I mentioned that you can't beat it. Alright, so the strategy to beat this dungeon is to survive the early rounds until you outlast his talents, and then go from there. So abilities like Frost Armor, Dodge, Agile, high hit points are crucial for your early stage, so that's why you need a bit luck. It's very important to not have that magic damage, because of the Sharp Armor will just murder your deck, so I definitely don't recommend any magic damage. That also includes the hero, which I will be talking about too. I personally recommend a human or Faen deck, or a mixture of them, because they have the best chances. Faen is definitely the best. I'm gonna try to recommend you guys deck setups that is possible to get by being a free to play player. So I'm not gonna tell you that you need a great mistake or something like that to win the dungeon. Alright, so first of all we want to talk about the hero, because that's the most important thing. Good heroes for dungeon 811 includes the Bowmaster, the Patriarch, the Poison Ivy is also nice. The Gladiator is okay, not that good, but I definitely recommend the Bowmaster, Patriarch, or Poison Ivy. First of all, you want your first ability to be alive. So you want, if you have Faen hero, you want to have Faen life. I definitely recommend at least a 3-star hero, so 2-star hero will be much harder. You definitely want a life because you want to survive further. So, and here comes the most important part. You want to have a good talent. So if you have a talent like static or hail or whatever that has magic damage, remove them ASAP, because it's not good in this dungeon. Magic damage is bad. The best talent for this dungeon is Impact. it grants you a 75% chance to increase your attack by 250, and it syncs up good with cards like, for example, the Centaur Chief, which is one of the most common combos to beat him. As you can see, the Centaur Chief already increases attack by 100, and then add another 75% up into the 200 makes him 350, 250% enhanced damage, and you add another 250% on it. That means you deal like more than 10 times your normal attack, which just will one shot the Tyrant Giant, because that's the most problematic. So that's why you want Impact is one of the better talents to beat this dungeon. The other good talent is definitely Agile, and if you have a human hero, then Frost Armor is good because you need him to survive your first round. Alright, so I'm gonna show you some cards that are good for this dungeon. Some good cards or includes, for example, a Swordmaster is decent. Anything with Frost Armor is good. But I would recommend most Faen cards. The best card is the Centaur Chief, for obvious reasons. Increase attack by 120% against Neanders, and then you have a Warlost 5. You have the Moonwalker, which is pretty good against Neanders because of the Miasma 7 and this ability, picking off 7. This is not a magic damage ability. It's called a pure or direct damage ability, which nothing can reflect it. No frost armor, no spiky bits, nothing can make this damage not hit besides the Royal Guard, but that's a different story. So I just want to tell you that picking off 7 is not a magic type of damage, nor physical, so his talents cannot block it. And then the other very, very awesome card is the Arrow Brave, which you can get from the Dungeon 8. It's a really good card against Neanders, probably the second best one in this deck. The Dodge 5 plus Battle Blow and Miasma 6 is nice. Then you have some other cards that syncs up well in a Faen deck, like a Treant Elder that you can also get from the Gauntlet. You have the Pale Dragon, which is nice, increases your other Faen creatures attack by 150, and he also deals 90 extra % against Neanders. You definitely want your 5-star, the 5-star creatures that you have in there. You also want to put your Cyclops in there. Insta kill is nice, Sweeping Blow is nice. Yeah, so those are the cards that I just recommend you to use if you have them, but the main principle is to survive the early rounds and then have strong enough cards that deals good physical damage to finish them off. And if you can't beat the dungeon, it's either your deck isn't strong enough, you have or bad luck, and maybe your deck isn't, the setup isn't good. So it's not an easy dungeon, but it's doable. It took me personally about 20 tries to beat it, somewhere around 20 and 30 tries, but it was like a month or two ago. Yeah, and I had to take time to prepare for it. Like I needed like almost a week preparation just to get the right hero, the right talents, the right explore cards. So now I want to talk about the two easy ways to beat this dungeon. Is number 1, disposal. If you have a creature with disposal, for example the Balthazar or Gorgon or the Hanuman, I think it's called, you can try your luck and dispose the Tyrant Giant, because it has 80% chance of blocking it. So like every 5 times you try, there will be one of them should go through, and if you can get rid of his Venom Tyrant before he comes into play, that's huge. So it's a bit luck, and that's like an easy way to try to beat this dungeon. So disposal is good. Same goes for insta kill. Sometimes if he summons his Venom Tyrant and you drop your Cyclops and you get an insta kill, it's good. That is like a bit I don't call it like a desperate move, but hey, sometimes your deck isn't strong enough, so, or your luck isn't good enough, so you gotta like try it. I've seen people do it with disposal. That's the easy way. And the other way is just if you have some Centaur chiefs, war chiefs, Centaur chiefs. So you need a few of them, like one or two, preferably two or three, but sometimes you can go away, skip one. And you have some arrow braves in it as well, and you combine it with the talent called impact, which you will deal like around 4,000 damage per hit. So it will insta kill like 2 or 3 creatures before the Centaur chief dies, and it's also nice. So I definitely, those are like the two easy way to beat this dungeon if you have those cards. If not, you gotta keep trying. As I said, it's a combination of your deck isn't strong enough. Maybe you're don't have the best setup, and you don't have good luck. So I wish I could show you guys how to beat 811 with a random deck, but since I beat this dungeon, I can't. You see the battle button is gone, so I can't play this dungeon. And if I go to this dungeon, I played a few times with a weaker deck. I cannot beat it because I have to win in 22 rounds, so I cannot. The battle report won't come because it's hard to win in less than 22 rounds. And this thing gets much harder because he has immunity 9 instead of immunity 8, unfortunately. So I wish you guys the best of luck. Feel free to write on the comment if you defeated with your deck, post your deck what it is. I hope you guys found this video useful. If so, please like, subscribe, and comment. You can also check my channel for other deck hero videos. And thank you for watching.